the flow's fat like Joe. Joe heard first back in the night when Fat Joe, DITC's voice, and making a hit for Pusha T. And so, Ayo UFO feed. And so when people, Twitter's a place, it's a funny place of hate. So when they get on there and they start hating and they start saying, yo, Joe, you a visitor, you appropriator in the in the music industry and this, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Because right now, Pusha T and Kanye West is like crack. It's like crack. And so, thank you, my brother. And so today, we got a lot of shit to talk about. If you want to talk real shit, let me see the fire signs, because we're going to go all over with this. We're going all over with this shit. Tomorrow morning, you'll catch me on Wendy again. On your TV screen. It's free. Shout out Wendy Williams. I hope she gets better. I really don't know what's the problem or what's wrong. And it feels like every time I'm there, it's like nobody talk about it. It's one of them things you don't talk about. But Wendy's a good friend of mine. God bless her. I hope she get better. Oh, I see. Yo, Jen, what's up? It's the biggest in the game. Who more consistent? I realize it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Crazy.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. They say he got Death Row Records back. He owns it. He gonna do his thing. It's only right. That's the DNA.
Snoop like the ultimate hustler.
No. Snoop is crazy. You told me they got Snoop in the rapping in Japanese.
I seen a Japanese Doritos commercial with Snoop Dogg the other day. Japanese Doritos.
Yo, let me tell you something. Snoop Dogg gets to the bag. Listen, guys. Snoop Doggy Dogg, you don't want. Let me tell you something. Whenever you see the movie about the temptation and the 5 heartbeats, all our legends start missing their teeth, using drugs. You don't want that. You want Snoop Doggy Dogg to get his bag. You don't want your guys looking like that. Just like we don't want you looking like that.
Exactly.
We want you to win. And so when you see Joe Crack, listen. I tell you, like I tell them white people, I work for mine. I don't steal from nobody. I work for mine, and so I'm allowed to enjoy my life and do whatever I want to do as long as it's peacefully, it's righteous, and it's earned. And so people, yo, Joe, I know I'm going crazy.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm going crazy.
Yes, you are.
No, and I know my people who really, truly love me, they like, yo, Crack, you going crazy out here.
Yes, we are.
Yes, it's night and day. But you know what? You wasn't with me when I was sitting on that couch and I ain't had no money and they took it all away from me and people start acting brand new with me.
Tell them again.
You wasn't with me while I was sitting on that couch. Shout out to Rich the Barber. He was really with me. And so I'm sitting on that couch and they all, you go from being rich. You going from being successful. They take all your money. You go in jail. People, you catch your friends stealing. You everything's going on. Then you got people that you thought would look out for you that's making money that wouldn't even give you a call, even though I don't take it. But I remember sitting on that couch and I said, I'm going to give them hell.
And hell you're giving them.
Hell I'm giving them.
You're definitely
I'm
a little
going
too much.
to give them hell. You understand? I said, listen, when I come up and I get back and I do whatever I got to do, I'm going to give these people hell. And so be glad that one of your favorite rappers or whatever does his thing. And what is too, I told Lordy today, we got the new whip. Shout out to Unique Auto. I'm loyal. And so not only is he the most talented and he's the best, when it comes to cars, but I've been dealing with Will 20 years. He told me, yo, this is the 7th Rolls Royce I've done for you. I'm like, oh my God. And so we've been blowing money fast for a long time. And so I tell her, I look at her, you know, we driving through Manhattan. We got those stars over us. You know the new whip, I call it Mandarin Oriental. Because that orange is that Mandarin. So it's that Mandarin Oriental. Very special place for me. And so the whip is called Mandarin Oriental. And so I got that orange and black chinchilla. You know, that Daniel's leather sitting there with that avalanche. And we listen to shit like, give me the love, I like the love. Do you want me? Do you love me? Do you want me? Do you love me? And I'm sitting in there and I said, damn, man. Not bad for Forest Projects. Building 1,000. And at that, you know, we know plenty of guys who's had a run, if they were lucky enough. Not everybody, but we had guys who had a run for a year or two, or made money or caught a lawsuit, or this or that, popping this, what. But to have this long of a run, to be here 20-something years later, still. It's
pure motivation.
Still. Just vibing. And so that's not bad at all, my cousin Miriam says. And so it's like, we so blessed. I know everybody out there who watches me, who support me, ain't rich. I know everybody out there ain't got it like that. But guess what? If you've been holding a couple of dollars and you've been thinking about taking your wife to go eat some dinner in a nice place, if you've been thinking about those things, go buy it, bro. Every single day. I showed you a picture of a dude. 2 days ago was another dude that died of cancer that we know for years. You know what I'm saying? And today they gave us that thing for that. Like, people dropping every day. And so I don't understand how people save their money thinking it's going to be forever. It just ain't like that. So I'd rather enjoy myself while I'm here.
We could still think responsibly and splurge a little bit.
No, we think responsibly. Everything we do responsibly.
1 million %. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And so what I be trying to tell people, and so when I come, something for you to understand. Sometimes when people be telling me, yo, Joe, man, there's poor people out here. Okay, this is the inspiration. Nobody been more poor than Fat Joe. Nobody been on more welfare, eating more free cheese than Fat Joe. When it's summertime and we ain't got no AC, I sleep on the floor because I know it's cooler. Wipe my ass with toilet, but with a newspaper, wet newspaper.
I've been there. Know exactly what you're talking about.
I was maybe 20 years old. I had at least about 50 of my friends got killed. 20 years old. I stopped doing, you know, when you at night when you pray? Yeah. Yo, Fat Danny from Cortland. Yo, rest in peace this one and that one. Rest in peace Tone represent. Rest in peace Brian, Little Raheem, Little Frankie. Yo, rest in peace this. Gizmo and Cosmo. And this. It's fucking 50 people.
And it grew every day.
No, and that's 20 years ago. And so people pass. Damn, they want at least when you get up there, you can tell them like, yo, I did my thing. Like, because it's like, yo, bro, I got boys that are in jail that they be like, damn, Joe, if I was next to you, I'd be rich. Not off of you. Just parlaying situation, meeting the right people, something lead to something. And I believe them.
Absorbing the land.
And then some people come home from jail. Dude come home from jail and he sees one of his boys and his boy's asking him, yo, can I hold something? The dude come home from jail, they asking him, can I hold something? He said, bro, I've been in jail 18 years. You've been out here free. You mean to tell me you ain't got a fucking dollar?
It's the weirdest shit.
Some people want to be mad at people not realizing you just ain't got what it takes, or you ain't gonna get off your ass, or you ain't gonna work. Cause I work every day. Tomorrow I'm up first thing in the morning doing Wendy. First thing in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning guy. I don't like getting up in the morning. I struggle. If you watch me in the Wendy show, I'm really tired. How about that? How about if you see me and Remy in the afternoon, we be lit. Like we tired at that point. You know what I'm saying? But we get up and work. Right now, I ain't have to do this, turn on the set to go to work and start talking to the people. Mm-hmm. But I gotta work. The bills don't stop. And it's the bills that you don't see that will cripple you.
Those are definitely the ones that punch you in the face.
So you gotta put in the work, so that you got it when you need it. Shout out to Pat Poose. Shout out to Pat Poose. He ain't on here, but everybody bigging him up. He said, what? They beg better, though. Yo, Ro Paris on here talking crazy. Ro Paris, you have a job. Ro Paris is on TV calling the game.
It's funny, the other day when he was on here, Ro Paris was chiming in. We got on
we was up here hanging out with Ro Paris on the live, and then the man is on TV.
He turned on TV. I'm like, yo, how was Ro Paris on with you just
now? Yo, Ro Paris, you're a man of many skills.
During commercial breaks, you're a legend.
Peas and Rock, during commercial breaks, you're a legend. Shout out to my mom. She's on here. Love you, mama. Just spoke to my father. Peas and Rock, what's good? And so Peas and Rock, that's my brother. He's a cop. He's a good brother who helps people, who has a good heart. And so we support him. I've been seeing a lot of people not talking about this, but I'm going to talk about it, right? This guy, Joe Rogan.
Please do it. Go ahead.
He's a piece of shit. And so, Joe Rogan is a piece of shit. And what happens is, and there's no disrespect to Spotify, because shout out to everybody else that's better than me, who's taking their music off of Spotify. I'm not. And all my people there know, Joe, he'll do charity. Joe will open a business in the hood and give out jobs. Joe will give computers to the school, but Joe got to get to his bag. Joe ain't crazy. Joe got to get to his bag. And so I'm not taking my music off of Spotify, but Spotify is made up of black music, whether it's R&B, whether it's rap, whether it's trap, reggaeton, all that shit fall in this.
Yes.
Right? And so, because our music is on that platform and they make their money from black people, do you think it should be allowed for a guy to be talking racist shit on their platform?
No.
And not racist, like, there's no way to save him. Because I'm about freedom of speech. I'm about artists being able to say whatever they want on the records. It's only entertainment. Me and Jay-Z and Meek Mill, we signed this paper so that they can't use your lyrics against you in court. We stand by that. Because music is just entertainment. If Fat Joe tells you, I robbed the bodega, don't rob the bodega. It's part of the song. It never happened. I killed such a, it didn't happen. And so it's entertainment. But no matter how much, free speech, man should not be allowed. This country has a long history of slavery, has a long history of systemic racism, has a long people fighting to vote. Even now they're trying to suppress the vote. Mm-hmm. How does this guy even live or enjoys himself as a person talking the way I'm scared? I don't even want to repeat the shit he said.
And please don't. They can go look for themselves.
Look Look it up yourself. Joe Rogan and the shit he says is so fucking disrespectful. And so this guy's a piece of shit. I don't care who says they like him, who's this. It's not even close. So like, yo, I'm a comedian. You know, so Dave Chappelle says shit. Don't cancel Dave. He's joking. This man is talking some shit he ain't got no business talking about. His kids should not love him. He is a foul guy. And so Joe Rogan, Spotify, you gotta do the right thing. And I'm not about that. I'm not about stopping people's bag. I'm not about shutting people down. I'm not about bringing people. I'm not the guy. I'm not about the guy. I'm not the guy that wants to see the guy go to jail. Somebody does something to me, I don't want him to go to jail. I want to catch him myself. I'm being honest with you. And I'm not the guy that wants to get people fired. Even if I went to a restaurant and the woman who served me or the guy was so rude, I'm not the guy to tell the boss, fire them. I want everybody to work. But this shit, I cannot believe that the shit he was saying on there, he's allowed to do that. I am Puerto Rican. They've been calling me nigga since I was born. Since I was born in the South Bronx. I grew up in a neighborhood 90% black. There's a big difference. I'm not a white guy. I don't know what you think for a second. Not for a second. It's amazing. And so I don't care what video, sir. This is horrible. And the shit he was saying on the 1 or 2, 3 clip, and I heard it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I've been watching because in our world of entertainment, there's a lot of people that tap dance around conversations. You know, I seen somebody. I seen one of the leaders in our community. I heard him on the radio the other day, and he was tapped that, oh, I stay out of that. I don't know this, because they get scared of burning bridges, or somebody's cool with him, and they was about to give you a check. But right is right. Wrong is wrong. And I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban, guys. My ancestors were slaves. I need you to know that. I need you to know that. My father is probably darker than you. You need to know that. It's a big difference from me just being a white guy saying the name or anything like that. You got to know where I'm from. By now, you should know where I'm from. This thing, Euphoria. Zendaya. Now listen, Zendaya is a beautiful woman. She's an actress, right? She did Disney. All these young stars. Justin Bieber, he was the biggest guy in the world. Then he started getting tattoos. He gets arrested, riding the cars. They try to break out of that Disney, you know, so you won't think, you know, we even watching it with Big Lotto. Big Lotto she out there in a decent way, but Big Lotto is Big Lotto. No, because she started in the show as a little girl and people watched her grow up. Yeah. And so now she's like, pow, 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 like no, decent girl. I know her personally. She's been on the show. But she out there letting you know, I am not that little girl from that show. Justin Bieber, tattoos all over, getting arrested, trying to break out that moment. Now Zendaya, who is the queen of Disney and all that shit, now she does this show, Euphoria, where she overdosed and then took another drug to get over the overdose. So like overdose, you call an ambulance, hopefully they save your life. She went and took another drug to wake her up from the overdose. So now, is this acceptable? Because the kids are watching Euphoria. Are they encouraging drug use?
Right, but do we hold movies accountable? Like we saying we don't hold rap lyrics accountable for. If that's the case, Arnold Schwarzenegger should never have been governor because he killed 80 million people.
Listen to what I'm saying. I let my daughter watch it. She's 15 years old, 16.
I heard you mention it in the kitchen the other day.
You heard me mention it in the kitchen? Mm-hmm. I let my daughter watch it, right? So she could at least learn that ain't the way to go. Mm-hmm. When you're using these drugs, it fucks up your life. It destroys your life. Mm-hmm. Nothing destroys your life more than that. But I'm just a parent. Mm-hmm. And I'm not the perfect parent. I'm not the best parent.
But you're her parent.
But I am a real parent. I'm a father, dad. Yeah. When my daughter goes to dances, mm-hmm. I'm there. I'm at every fucking Catholic school play. You know, I'm a real father. But I don't believe in don't watch it. It's going to make you use drugs. Right. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And so, shout out to Joe Rogan. Hey, man, I wish I had fans like you. Somebody said shout out to Joe Rogan. I wish I had fans like you. Keep it real with him. And so, shout out to Elder Barge. Elder Barge got a tiny desk. Y'all better go support the legends. Elder Barge got a tiny desk. Performance sounds like the record. NPR Tiny Desk. Go on YouTube. Go watch it. A lot of bullshit on YouTube too. I got guys beefing with me. I don't even know these people. Like I went up to the Fat Joe YouTube and they talk. He know who I am. I know I don't. No, I don't know who you are. The other day I couldn't sleep. I'm watching shit. I go to YouTube. I see Fat Joe has beef with. I don't know these people. I do not know these people at all. Shout out to Carolyn Aronson. It's a 10. And so it's like, so I don't know these people. Right? Mm-hmm. And so YouTube, they got a lot of bullshit on there. It allows
It allows you to believe the last thing you see.
It allows every bum to go on there and say whatever they want. Super Bowl halftime show. Shout out my sister Carolyn Harrison on there. It's a 10. And Jeff Harrison's on here for sure. Mm-hmm. Successful young lady, doing her thing. All right, let me stop. And so, Super Bowl.
Yes.
Who are you most happy to see at Super Bowl? I want to get answers. Who are you most happy to see on Super Bowl in the halftime? And who do you think is coming out that they haven't announced?
With that many people, there's going to be some surprises in there.
Who do you think?
Yeah, I'm just happy to see Snoop and Dre touching the stage.
Snoop and Dre, that's so
that's it. And we love
epic. Snoop Dogg, they said Dr. Dre. Yeah. Snoop and Dre is like, oh my God, they cannot go wrong. Mary J was a very big choice. Jeff Aronson says Dr. Dre. Mary J was in. a necessary plug right there. You know, she's a queen, but it's so necessary, right? And who else is it?
Eminem,
Kendrick,
Mary, Dre, and Snoop.
I say for a fact, 50 Cent is coming out. I'm telling you. I say for a fact, 50 Cent is coming out on the Super Bowl.
That should be a Super Bowl prop bet.
Yeah, that should be a bet on the side. Who want to form better? Who want to form better that 50's coming out there with the hook? Go shorty, it's your birthday. And then I can throw you up one more.
You got some inside information?
No. I don't. I believe 50 Cent. Oh, somebody said Ice Cube. That might be. Oh,
man.
That's very possible. That is very, very possible.
Man.
Ice Cube and 50 Cent might be the wild card. I wasn't going to say Ice Cube, but that is very powerful. Urson, Flowerbox, Miami, what's up? I say, I'm going to throw a super wild card.
Throw it out there.
Super duper. I say 50 Cent for sure. Tentative Busta Rhymes.
Bus.
Bus was fucking with Dr. Dre for a long time. Busta's good at any Super Bowl halftime. That's it. Busta Rhymes comes on 30 seconds. It's over.
Could we see a shot of Puff Daddy dancing around Mary while she's on stage?
That's not happening. That is not happening. But
no Puffy two-step on stage?
I believe 50 Cent gonna show up, and I'm thinking that I wouldn't be surprised if Busta Rhymes came on there and started going, what do you know? Busta start that shit. Let's start be with the one knee, with the one leg up in the air, doing the Jamaican, the one.
Now they do that shit.
I think
they do that
definitely
shit. They do that shit.
50 Cent.
Like the Rockettes.
Now, verses.
Yes, verses coming up.
No, I'm gonna throw in the verses, because you know everywhere I go, because I'm the verses recap guy.
Yeah.
I keep bumping into. I could be in Birdolph, I could be in Flor de Mayo, I could be in the Chinese ghetto. They want to come up to me about the verses. The people keep asking. I haven't done one of them yet, but what's that? All gender free, or Missy and Busta. That's what the streets been asking me for.
They need a stadium for that one.
Problem is Missy, you see Missy when you see her. Damn near fucking hologram.
Missy got Dr. Dre. Missy got Dr. Dre, and she rarely comes out.
She rarely comes out. Missy don't come out. You see her when you see her, and that's that. The streets is asking for Missy and Busta. Shout out to Cash App, our partner. When this is over, you can use the code FATJOE, FATJOE, and get yourself $15 free. Sometime this week, no later than next week, we are going to be giving a ton of money away on this show right here. I want to know what other show that deals with hip hop gives you money. I'm trying to figure it out. So fuck Fat Joe, he's pussy, my mother's a lesbian, this, cool. I want to know the other show that gives you $1. Hello? And somebody said, oh no, but it's something better than that. If you real hungry and you ain't got no money, $15 will get you 5 sloppy joes, onion rings, fries. $15 will get you some sloppy joes at White Castle.
1,000,000%. Some spicy joes, some sloppy joes. Let's go.
Can't buy a pair of sneakers.
No. Definitely can't.
Not even the Shaquille O'Neal's at Walmart or Kmart or some shit.
If they charge tax, no.
What, yo, that's crazy. $15 will go a long way. I know back in the days I used to eat off $20 a day, but it was way back in the day. All my meals was like, man, we ain't had no money.
No pun intended. $20 a day. You was fat, so you had $20 a day.
I was doing good. I'm just saying, some people, you believe you give somebody free money, you tell them, listen, by the way, you go on an app that you use anyway, Cash App, and go get $15 free, and they'll tell you, man, that ain't shit.
I guess they're doing better than everybody else.
That's the mentality. I remember I had a friend, the man, we got him a job for $20-something an hour. He was like, oh no, he better than that. This motherfucker ain't never have $1 in his life. What makes some people, right? Because I got family members like that who think like they somebody or they, and I'm not saying because Fat Joe's their cousin or uncle or nephew or whatever. They just feel like they better than a job. What makes people think that?
I've never figured that one out. So. Not even Big Mouth over here got an answer.
You haven't figured that out? But you got people like that. You grew up Patterson Projects.
I got a million people like that to this day.
That think they're somebody.
Yeah, I get it.
And what possesses a grown man to call another grown man and be like, yo, let me hold 200, 400 on a regular basis? Like, how could you do that? Now, I've been down and out. I'm sure somebody has given me some money. I'm sure somebody has helped me. But on a regular, could you consistently call somebody on a regular for years? Y'all need 200, I need 400. Y'all need 100. How do you call another man rather than getting up and work?
I wish I had the answer. Because I'm one of the guys that has to pick up the phone on the other line.
You one of the guys that they calling for the 300, the 200?
We wasn't in the car the other day and my phone was ringing with people asking me. So we were just talking about this. We just had this conversation. It's incredible.
I don't get it. Right? I don't get and even me, shout out to my girl Lauren Riding Girl. She owns Market America and Shop.com, and I'm coming out there for the conference. Yo, Guy Fisher, the first black man to own the Apollo Theater. Came on here. Guy Fisher, living legend. It's the type of people that watch. We got a billionaire who owns Entertain on here. We got Guy Fisher. Dr. Guy Fisher, right? He's like professor. So in prison, he did 36, 37 years. He became a professor. And so that's the thing. Gary Gator's on here. What's up, Gary? And so what makes a person... All right, I'll get off that. Your names was good, baby. And so that's why I work. Nobody give me nothing. If I'm waiting for somebody to give me something, I'll be a bum. But I'll tell you, when I went through my problems, Lauren, she chased me around her house with $1 million check. She's like, brother, I see they took your money. I see you doing that. Please take this $1 million check. And I didn't take it. And so she chased me around. Please, JR told me to give you. I wouldn't take it. I'm just not that type of guy. My brother E. Philly, a real one. Because when I was going through that, he came to me, he was like, yo, Joe, this is what I got. And I looked at him, I said, nah, E, I'm going to be all right. Don't worry about it, because I already know I'm so blessed with the fact that I got a catalog and hits. Everybody don't have that, but I know that even if it's for $2 or for $500, I'm going to perform Lean Back. And I will do that bitch 40 times in 2 days, however it is, to get my money right. So I'm like, nah, brother, you work too hard for yours. You stay with that. But I don't know, and E knows that if he's on there, E Philly. I don't know how to take somebody's money. I don't know how to,
it's not in you. It's not your DNA.
It's not in me. It's not my thing. And the crazy shit is, it's just not my style to do that. And so, and you know, we kept working and working until we hear, you know, Remy too. She bust her ass to get to where she's at. She was that. Yeah, I'll take another one.
Guys, yeah.
And so we getting ready for the Wendy show tomorrow. You know, I gotta get my outfits together. I gotta come up. You know, listen, that Yeezy boot was fly. I get it, right? Sometimes you can't know everything, but I get it. Some people who are older say, Joe, that's too much of a young guy's boot. I don't think that way. I never think like something's too young for me to wear, and if I do think that, I won't wear it, right? But I love to try different things. So I got friends who call me and say, yo, you would have been good in the Timberland. Of course, we love Timberland. They said, you would have been, let me see it. They said, you would have been good in the Timberland. Let me see what the pants look like. You would have been good in the ACG. You would have been good in the A Solo. These are all boots other than Tim. Because Timberland we love, and it's a New York staple. But take Timberland out of there. They're all telling me about washed up boots. Shit that was popping 20 years ago. They telling me about some shit that's played out. And so, we've been on that, Wendy, me and my sister, bringing the pain. You see that girl come up with them royal blue furry boots? I think it's YSL. I mean, this shit crazy. The type of shit we doing to these people. Yes, sir. Yeah, with the Tim, with the suede black Tims. And so, you know, I don't get it. And so I like to dress. I hope you've been entertained. I hope you like that I go all out. You know, they call us Black History Month. Kanye calls it Black Future Month. I'm not mad at that. I love Black History, but I love Black Future Month even more. Because we got to start thinking offensive rather than defensive. Defend, yo, we did this, we did that. Yo, we did this. Let's take it another level. What about the future? Black Future Month. What's the stuff we can make from now on? It don't matter, guys. What I'm telling you about the boot. The boot is something I believed in. I thought it was fly. The jacket Balenciaga, the shirt Celine. Bro. And then since then, I've been showing you what I do every fucking day, no days off. You gotta know what I do out here with this fashion shit. You gotta understand. My sister too. We do not play with these people. Raul T.S., what's up, my brother? I don't know what the hell these people talking about. And yes, I am. the original black man from Asia. Do your history. Kanye West says, give him his family back. The man is out there saying he wants his family back. I agree. I agree. I want him to work it out with his wife and his kids. Why would we want a woman to be a single parent mother of 4 kids? I've always been the type, whether, you know, when you're the famous guy, you're a famous guy, you get thrown under the bus all the time. If you got a member of your crew who doesn't even work with you, but he's your man, you know, he's down, you're from the same crew, you're from the same hood, you know, his wife would be giving him hell. You know, there's a guy who's cool with Jadakiss, who his wife is telling him, yo, why you ain't got no money, why you ain't rich? Jadakiss is killing it right now, this, that. It's all dead. That happens to every celebrity, every ball player, everything, where somebody's girlfriend or family, yo, why you ain't got money like that? Well, they're not slam dunking. They're not making the music. They're not putting in the work. So now if keeping it real and we down with the same crew means that every time I go to work, I come back and you got your hand saying, yo, let me hold something, I can't do that. But think about it. The 8th, 10th guy in the crew, of every crew, their girl is like, yo, look at Joe, he got a new car. Why are you in a regular car? That's your man. You supposed to be in, like, this is shit this is like foreign language or something. Shout out to English Soul, he's on here. You acting up, English. And so, it's like, and then, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I said Kanye wants his family back. And I agree. But anyway, because I'm the famous one, guys tell their wives or tell their girls, yo, I'm with Joe tonight. Joe's this and that for years. I'm in the studio with Joe. I'm hanging out with Joe. And so the women start hating me for no reason, like I'm fucking up their relationship, which I have nothing to do with it. If your man's lying to you, telling you he with Joe or he whatever, right? And so for years I've been like that.
Baby, I'm with Joe. Just in case I get in trouble.
But for all the women out there who ever messed with my friends, are with my friends, or somebody I know, I tell you, I'm the guy who sits with your husband when he says he wants to leave you and convince him to stay.
You put the right hand up. Oh, shit.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm the guy that convinces him, stay with your wife, you got kids, come on, bro, don't go. To the point of when they say, listen, I'm out. To the point, they don't want to take you. What do you mean? Yo, well, if I see my wife right now with the 2 dudes' thumbs in the air, yo, I wouldn't care. At that point, Fat Joe, the preacher, can't really fix it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I'm the guy that's been trying to fix your relationship forever. But yet you get mad at me. Meek Mill, the baby. They say, man, I gotta look at this shit because this is real. They say that they would love a hoe, a girl that's a hoe, but could she stop fucking on dudes? Now, they say they're attracted to women that are very promiscuous. Like, you know, they basically saying every girl might be a hoe, but even if they get with a guy who got money like that, who can hold it down and is telling them, yo, I want to make you my wife, my girl. You know, you said don't turn a hoe into a housewife. Right? So they're saying, why do we fall in love with hoes, but they don't want to stop fucking with the other guys? This is a fact. They both said that. Mm-hmm. Now, are they looking the wrong places? Can you meet a young lady in the church? No, I want to know, because sometimes
that church lady.
No, guys are terrible. Men are the worst. But I've met women that don't realize they're a hoe. Not real talk. Mm-hmm. Like, I met women who had a husband, cheated on him, got with another guy before she knew it, she cheated on him, got another guy, cheated on him. And because maybe she got a great profession or we got love for her, we don't call her a hoe. But at what point does she realize, hey, I can't be faithful to a man? So I understood what they were saying when they were saying, yo, I want to love you. I know you're promiscuous, but could you not give it to everybody else if I make you mine? Now, I've seen a lot of women comment back and be like, well, could you not not be a hoe yourself? Yo, Prestige Jewelers to the stars. You can borrow the coat, the car, the watch, everything. And so these are two successful young men who say they have a poor selection of the women they pick, and maybe if they did, even if they like a girl like that, right? Because a man like a woman that can really perform in the room, right? So, vice versa. Woman she don't want to be with no boring dude. It's on. This shit is on. But could she not give it to somebody else?
It's a woman question.
Oh, that's a woman question? That's not for a guy?
That's for a woman to answer. Because she's the one that can retaliate back on that one.
For real? Because I got a lot of friends that got,
I mean, we can have our own thoughts, yo.
No. I got friends that don't trust women, that have trust issues and won't commit to a woman because they seen all their friends get cheated on or get stepped on, and so they will not commit to a woman.
Yeah. I get it.
Philly said the same boat. This guy's crazy. I mean, I'm telling you what they said. And my question is, I seen Future on an interview with Kevin Samuels where he said he spends $2 to $3 million on women that he meets every year.
Is the interview out? I just saw the clip.
I saw the clip is enough. Yeah. I seen Future and the man
I saw the clip.
where he says he spends $2 to $3 million on women. He just got a splurge.
He said he can't help it if he sees a beautiful woman.
I don't believe him. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I fuck with Future. I don't believe him. I don't believe he just tricks on every single girl. I think that was a way to get girls to think I need to really fuck with Future because he gives the bag away.
He basically mind fucked everybody.
Yeah, I think he bullshitted there. Right? Does he have 2-3 million? Yes, he does. He got a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But does he just trick it on them? I think that was a way of him for a girl to be like, damn, maybe I need to fuck with. He was fishing.
That's how he
maybe I need to fuck with Future. He give away shit. Like He pushing P. And so, if you're not Future, if you're not Fat Joe, if you ain't got a bag, at what point, when are you allowed to trick or to buy a girl something, or you don't feel like you the her? Because, we caught my little man buying some jewelry today.
Yeah, we're going to keep him, yeah.
My brother Chingo.
Yeah.
He been talking to a girl for like
2 months.
2 months, and he was in there buying diamond shit. And so now, I don't want to fuck up Pristine's business. Because Avi and they my brothers, and they got a guy on the line. They in there, he's buying this jewelry, but I really want to tell him, like, yo, Chingo, you bugging out. You just met this girl. What are you doing buying all these diamonds for these girls? Like, yo, Chingo, let me talk to you, man. And so he's in there like, yo, God, I like her, man. Look, you see the diamonds? I'm like, yo, like, I was in a fucked up situation. Because I was like, damn, I want Pristine to get the business. But this is my little man, Chingo Bling. And he might be giving his shit out. Like, he might be,
might be blowing the bag a little too early.
He might be blowing the bag too early. You agree?
I agree.
I think so.
I told him. Yeah.
I believe so. And so I think he blowing the bag too early. You don't know her like that.
And we real enough to tell our friends when we think they're going too far, or when they're bugging out, or when they're making a mistake. And this is what we do as crew.
And then, if you listen to some women, let's talk. Let's not hate the women.
Right.
Let's talk. You listen to some women, they feel like they should be blessed, and they should be getting stuff, and they should, I'm not talking about.
Some women deserve it. You've been with your woman long enough, and she does the right thing, and she's doing everything she's supposed to do on her end. You're allowed to spoil your woman.
It's too early.
No, that situation's too early.
If you meet a girl a month ago or something like that, you giving her diamond chains and all that, like, that's way too early.
No, of course.
And
of course, that's way too early.
Is it tricking?
Even if you got it.
Fuck if you got it. All right, yeah, because one time I'm with a bunch of basketball players 15 years ago. I could not believe it. I was the only rapper with all these guys, superstars. And they talking about how, yo, I got a girl in every state. I ain't saying no names, guys. Girl in every state costs me about $5,000 a month. I'm sitting there like, I ain't gonna lie to you. 15 years, it was hard to put a girl in a cab. Like, you want a girl, I want somebody to love me for me, make me happy, right? And so it's like, to the point that you feel like you playing yourself if you put them in a cab. Here goes these guys talking about, yo, I got a girl on a payroll in every state, $5,000 a month, little apartment. And then, so I'm sitting there, I want to say like, yo, you guys are the herb for real. Like, you guys are tricks. But one of them told me, yo, I get $380,000 a game. So now when we use that phrase, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? So these guys say, yo, I get $300,000 a game. Right?
Whether I score 40 or I score 6, I get 300.
He got 70 games, right? So he's saying, 83 games?
82 games.
Jesus Christ, these guys get money like that.
So
he's saying, yo, one game cover all these girls, and everywhere I go, I got a bad chick waiting for me when I come up in there. And so when I thought about it, it's the first time it ever made sense for me. If it ain't tricking if you got it. Because I understood what they were saying. They were like, yo, bro, that shit is like a penny to me. I make so much money, but everywhere I go, I got a bad chick. And so, if you one of them girls getting $5,000 from a basketball player, big guy, you're really not killing them like that.
You're not doing that good.
You really not.
You're really not doing that good. Let's put it on both sides of the perspective.
You ain't the one.
No, you're number 19.
And so somebody said they're investing in having fun. I get it. Right? It's like they got it. I mean,
but on the flip side, do they care after they fly into Indiana, then they go to Texas next week, and Juancito was going in after he leaves?
No, Juancito is going in.
Of course.
And you girls who's getting that $5,000, make sure that Raheem or Juancito don't run into them in the hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know they got 29 days to deal with whoever they want to deal with.
Right. And
the guy come play one game.
Make sure Juancito still buys groceries and all of that too.
Make sure when he come in town, Juancito ain't got his do-rag in boxes sitting on a couch with his leg up on the marble thing. And I believe it doesn't exist. Yesterday's price is not today's price. I believe it doesn't exist no more where it's true love. If you broke and he's broke. If you're a beautiful girl, first of all, this is how this thing go. Right? Damn, man, I might get thrown on for Wendy tomorrow. Have I been talking too much real shit or am I good?
I love it so far, to be honest.
You sure?
I love it so far.
Yo, let me know if I'm going too far, guys. Let me know if I'm going too far. I might not be on TV tomorrow. And so, Tinder swindler. Yo, I watched this Tinder. Did you watch it?
No, Tinder what?
Yo, Tinder swindler. It's about a dude that's on Tinder, right? On Tinder, rapping to women. But now, he's a con artist, right? But what you gotta understand is, I learned since I was a little kid, I got conned one time. Sure, I got conned more, but I got conned one time. But the way for you to get conned is, you gotta be thinking you taking advantage of somebody else and then you get robbed. So a guy like you, somebody might come, they might try to con you for real. Yo, mayor, could you hold this $20,000 to me? And they show you $20,000. But yo, you gotta throw all your jewelry in the same bag. You hold it though. Somehow, when you turn your back, they take all your jewelry and they 20,000 was fake. That's the con. So now, Tinder swindler, he's on private planes, he's in Four Seasons, he's eating sushi, popping champagne. And so these girls go on there and be like, oh, he's handsome. He was all right looking for like, his look. He wasn't ugly. He was a fly dude, Jewish dude. But they want the life. And so they've been in social media seeing people on private planes and all, so they want to get in that car with him and everything. And so his thing is, he'll put you on a private plane, fly you to Paris with him one day, eat sushi with you. The first time he meets everybody, he's gassing them with some fly shit. So they thinking he got that bread. And he got the bread. He looked like he that dude. And before you know it, he keeps talking to them. And I love you and this and that. And out of nowhere, he shows a picture of him and this. He did this to 100 girls. He shows a picture of him beat up and his security beat up. It says, I got to get out of here. They took my money. I need to borrow something. And these girls wind up giving him 100,000, 200,000. Let them, please get away. Take my black card. Charge. And he's charging private planes. So every time a girl is with him on a plane or in a fly hotel, another girl's paying for it. But at the end of the day, they all wanted the guy because they knew he had money and they was thinking, I'm going to come up with this guy. He's the Tinder swindler. a fucking con artist.
I gotta watch this.
But they wanted that life. It wasn't like they love him because they love him. Nah. It's like they seen the lifestyle and it was like, yo, I want that.
That's crazy.
And so you gotta watch The Tinder Swindler.
I'm gonna watch it.
Nah, he's a movie. This guy's a movie. They learned a hard lesson. Yeah, they did. Oh, yes, they did. That is a hard lesson, brother. Yes, they did. I'll end it talking about my brother Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. Jim Jones, 5 mics, up and coming Brooklyn rapper. Yeah. I fuck with him. They in Gucci yesterday. And they went in there. They were spending a lot of money. They had a lot of money, right? And they said nobody attended to them in Gucci. Yeah. And they went in the private room where you try stuff on. Nobody came.
They just left them there.
Left them there for an hour and 2 hours, like playing. Mm-hmm. If you shop in luxury brands, they ask you if you want something to drink. Mm-hmm. They come in, do you want some water, sir? Diet Coke, coffee? Do you want some champagne? All the time. If you spending big money like that. If you walking in a store where they sell shit for thousands of dollars, they always offer you some champagne, some water, something. So he went there, nobody offered them water, nobody attended to him. They're in the Gucci store, and it's like, we don't really want to serve you. Right? That doesn't happen to me and you. No. Right? Mm-hmm. Every time we go in there, they take care of us and this and that. And so Jim Jones goes
to his live.
Mm-hmm. Fuck Gucci. This I would never do that personally. I won't. Even when they do racism shit to me all the time.
Just walk out.
I just keep it moving. Fuck it.
Fucking walk out.
Know what I'm saying? But Jim Jones went on his live. And he was talking that shit. And, yo, we shouldn't spend our money here. Then they went to another place and got the service they wanted and started throwing hundreds of dollars in the air. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. They thought the shit was a strip club. They was wilding yesterday. These niggas, they was nice. They was high, something, whatever. But should you spend your money where you're not appreciated? Or we like fly shit no matter what?
It depends on the scenario. I mean, if you had that.
Me and you snuck into Gucci.
We gonna keep it
100.
Let's keep it on.
When Gucci had the real controversy, Dapper Dan saved them from that. Mm-hmm. Right? Because Dapper Dan the real, he from Harlem, he collaborated with them. They did it. He saved Gucci when they was really, people was not shopping and they was boycotting them. Mm-hmm. Me and you still went in there with masks. Yeah, before COVID. Before COVID, we was masked up and shit. And we went and got shit. And then to this day, when I wear those hoodies, they be like, damn, what you got? They never even seen it. Because we caught it while they was boycotting Gucci. Mm-hmm. You know how certain shit come out at a certain time? Mm-hmm. Me and you caught some gear that nobody else got because everybody was boycotting Gucci. Yeah. We still went in there. So what do you think? Go and spend your money even though these people treat you like shit?
I mean, it depends on the experience. I mean, if I had an experience as bad as that, maybe I would get pissed off and maybe I wouldn't do it no more. I've never experienced it, so it's hard for me to say. I never experienced the lack of, I've experienced it in restaurants, I've experienced it in clubs and bars, and I've experienced it in other parts of the world. I've experienced it in restaurants. I mean, I went to Roof Chris one time and they ain't like what I had on.
Roof Chris, they be dirty.
Yeah. Same thing happened to you.
North Carolina, I got
Carolina. It happened to me here.
No. Greensboro, wow.
It happened to me here.
North Carolina, let me tell you something. I did Mark in America. We at the conference. We go there every year. Shout out Greensboro, North Carolina. And so I went in Givenchy. I was fly. We went over there. The worst was TA had like the jogging pants everybody used to wear with
Yeah.
the white stripe on the side. He had that. Yeah. But we said, so we go there, and no disrespect, I'm seeing white guys with tank tops walk in there, flip flops, and they're telling me how we're not dressed appropriate to go in Roof Chris. Roof Chris is a piece of shit, guys. And so the driver that drove us from North Carolina, he was more offended than us. He was going crazy, cursing them out and all that because it was foul what they did to us. And we wound up going to the soul food joint over there in Greensboro. They treated us like kings. And now I've been back to North Carolina since then, maybe 5 years in a row. I go straight to the soul food spot and eat. I don't have no reason to go to Roof Chris over there again.
That's so crazy. It happened to you over there. It happened to me over here.
No, they racist.
It's crazy.
They racist. And so,
but you didn't make a big thing of it. You walked out and did. Some people just take it different.
But it hit the press. I didn't
do
interviews and nothing like that. But some people, that shit went out there. Like people were like, "Yo, they violated it. They violated." And then the man called me from Roof Chris, the owner, who's from like Boca Raton, trying to get in touch with me. I ain't pick up his calls. I ain't get back to him. I'm not.
You handled it your way.
I'm not revving Al Sharp than none of these dudes. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. You know. And so, yeah, they don't know who I know. The owner of all the Roof Chris hit me up, and I was like, yo. And you know, some people would have tried to squeeze these guys and be like, yo, you violated me, I have to sue you, make a whole bunch of shit.
I'm cool.
I'm cool, man.
Just ain't going back. I'm cool.
I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my own money. I'm gonna, you know, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it moving. Oh, you don't fuck with me? Cool. The one place I do see racism every single time is on first class in the airplanes. Because if you know...
Don't go too crazy. You fly a lot, brother.
I fly all the time. But I tell you the truth. It do not matter. On first class, don't know why, say there's 12 seats on first class. Why they only got like 7 to 8 good meals? So like they might have steak and some mash, you know, boom. Why they only got 7 of those orders and they ain't got the others? So I noticed, and boy do I notice. Because you know, one thing I do is take my 3 meals serious. So I eat for sure 3 times a day. 3 times a day. And so each one of my meals, I don't want no whack meals. When I go to Wendy Williams in the morning, they be like, what do you want for breakfast? The guy brought me bacon inside. I said, yo, bro, I take these meals serious. Make sure you put extra butter on the turkey bacon with the egg and cheese. Don't fuck up my shit. Like, I want good breakfast, good lunch, and good dinner. That's the one thing I ask for in life. I pray to Jesus Christ for this. Right? So, you go in the first class, they only got like 7, 8 good orders. Somehow, if the black and brown is in the front, row 1, row 2, they start from the 7th row coming down. And by the time they get to you, they say, hey, sir, we got a cheese plate.
Or chicken pot pie.
Oh, no, not chicken pot pie. You wish it was chicken pot pie. Sir, we got a cheese plate, or we got a vegan couscous. Fine. This is what I do every fucking time. Premeditated. What would I have had if I was sitting back there? Oh, that's great. That's steak sirloin with butternut squash. And so, this is shit they do all the time to me on first class. This happens to me on the regular basis. I'm not telling you some shit that ain't a fact. And so that's where I get to see the racism, you know, and then sometimes you halfway through the flight, they come and they go, Oh, didn't realize you were a special person. Didn't realize everybody's talking about you. The stewardess in the back would love to take a picture with you. Everybody loves you. But I'm fucking stuck with a cheese plate. And if I wasn't such a fat fuck, no, because I'm a fat fuck. If I wasn't such a fat fuck, I wouldn't have took their cheese plate. I should be more protesting, fighting the power, and not taking their shit. But being I'm such a fat fuck, I take their cheese plate with the little grapes. Mm-hmm. They got like 3 grapes on the side. Shit. Little cracker, you know, the stick of the Italian shit. What's the Italian shit? They put in olive oil, the bread stick. Yes. They get me every time with that shit. Meanwhile, you gotta smell steak, chicken parm on the other side. Listen, do me a favor. If you work for an airline, please tell them to give you, if it's 12 seats in first class, give you 12 good meals. I don't understand. Give you 12 good meals. You should be grateful, Joe. I paid to get on that first class.
That's right. There's no grateful there. You paid to get there. You paid.
No, I paid to get on that first class. And something I can say, yo, Pecas, something I can say to my white counterparts.
It's, hey,
okay?
I hope your steak
no. Hey, I hope your steak was good. I have the cheese plate again. It's like, no. I'm not saying that, but what I have to say, Kid Capri, happy birthday, my brother. Shout out your album. Kid Capri just dropped the album. Go download it. And so my thing is, what I can say is, to them is, next time you on the flight, watch what I'm saying. And see, no, it's true. Watch what I'm saying. It happens to me every fucking time. I cannot make this shit up. Like I'm sitting there, it's almost like, all right, let me give you the different version of it. When I go to a restaurant, it's usually Latinos in the kitchen or black people working, right? And so if I go and I don't have reservations, and I'm standing there, and that reservation said, no, well, it's an hour wait. I know some Latinos gonna come out the back and be like, yo, that's big boy. They'll get me right in. So I work on that. When I go to a restaurant, I ain't got reservations. I'm at Houston's, and the girl in the front is oblivious to who Fat Joe is. She don't give a fuck. She's like, yo, it's an hour wait. I know there's some Latinos and some black people coming from the back to be like, that's Joe Crack. He not waiting an hour. Excuse me, Joe. Come on. Happens to me every time. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the flip side of the flying in first class. I'm telling you, I want to write a whole book about first class. Yo, Becca Fat Joe Global.
We could always get your own airline.
Fat Joe Global. Listen, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Wendy Williams. Me and my sister Remy Ma. We gonna look good. We gonna smell good. So if you think you can smell through the fucking TV, just know we smelling good. Yo, Pecas wants the story, high-end wine. So no one comes to my house.
Pecas is crazy.
No, it's okay. He said get him on the live, okay. You know who this is? It's not Fat Joe. It's the fake Fat Joe. Sean Pecas. Yo. It's the Fat Joe stunt double. Yo, Pecas.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Yo, you look like shit, man. I'm going to tell a story.
All right,
You're
you
not
go.
clear.
And then I'm going to tell my story. You got it?
You're not clear. You fuzzy, but go ahead. Tell So I invite Beckhouse, his wife, his family, beautiful kids, Sean Riley, Sophia. Everybody come over to my house. Nobody really comes to my house. So they all the first guests to ever come to my house. Beckhouse, do you want to do the honors with the high-end wine?
Okay, so when you go to Fat Joe's house, right, you have to come with a couple of bottles of high-end red wine. Because what I told the story about you, Crack, is that you are not a halfway hustler. You know what a halfway hustler is? A person who have a Mercedes-Benz in the projects and live in the house and have a Toyota Camry. You have always been a fly guy. So when I come to your house, I have to bring the high-end wine. Unfortunately, my little 4-year-old.
Get the bill.
And it got a little crazy and the wine went up in the air.
Yo, Beck, let me explain this story. Hold on. Because you look like shit, man, right?
All right, wait.
You're not clear. So that's Sean Beckhouse Costner, big time executive out there, sports agent. But he's my brother. So I don't really bring people to my house. I bring him and his family to my house. He comes with a bottle of wine. See, the thing about Beckhouse and me is we grew up with each other. So I know when he comes with one bottle of wine, he's really going to come to my house and drink 7 bottles of wine. You ever know somebody chip in the meal that give you $200 for the meal, but they ate $500 worth of the shit? This guy is the king of it, right? But the main thing is, Eric Sherman, what's up, baby? He comes in my house. He's sitting on the white couch. The man goes and spills red wine on the white couch. When he does that, I immediately look at the floor like this. And what happens is, the man, the one person I let in my house, spills red wine on the couch. And the person who saved me, I ain't gonna lie, he sent the crew in.
Look, he said $600,000 couch.
Yup, that. He sends his guys in to clean the couch, but Rich Player, out of all people, shout out to DJ Christian. Rich Player goes and starts scrubbing it, and we used every shit in the world, and it came out. But when it happened, it almost killed me, and I said, damn, this is why we never have nobody over. Should have went to hat. Come inside, get him ready, man. And so, shout out to my brother Beckhouse. I know he's out there with D Wade out there getting ready for the Super Bowl and all that. You live a life, Beckhouse.
So that means he's sipping on some expensive wine.
You know, 1,000,000% is sipping on expensive wine. He is not fronting. He is living a life. High-end red wine. Listen, guys, let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, if you go through something with your health, something in relationship, something financial, somewhere where you need the people that are closest to you, or you think they are your people, and they're not there for you, sometimes that's God's way of giving you a lesson or showing you that these ain't really your people and you don't need them around you. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. And put God first, good and bad times. I know if I was dying and I had 5 seconds to go, I'm praying to God. And so God is so important in good and bad times. Who's that? Charlie?
Dubs. Graffiti Dubs.
Oh, that's Dubs. Yeah, what's up? Dubs is on here. Dade County, Chopper County. My crew out there in Miami, I paint with, they on here. Whips Ones is on here. All the graffiti guys is on it. Yo, Beck, I stopped blowing up the couch, 600K on the couch. We've been doing too much showing off. I know, guys, y'all say I'm bugging. Joe's wilding. Listen, I'm inspiring you to live a life. That's what I'm saying. I'm inspiring you to live a life. I'm not showing off. I'm letting you know you can come from the projects, you can come from welfare, you can bust your ass and get it. Yo, Beckas is great. He must have had too much wine. Yo, I love you guys. Cash App, my partner. You can go to Cash App, use code Fat Joe, and get $15 free. Nothing's better than that. Peace, y'all.